Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like we've done Jameis justice today with the show.
We
I
haven't.
I just want to say quickly that he really had an incredible season given what he was up against. He only played one and a half. He basically played 6 quarters in the Superdome. He never got to really see what he could do at home, and we never got to see him with Michael Thomas. And yeah, he didn't put up the yards. He didn't necessarily put up the stats. And yet he had 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and he was, we'll give him this win. So he was 5-2 as a starter.
Yeah, he gets the
And
win,
And
just like a starting pitcher gets the win.
yeah,
he did everything possible to make this work. Like he
he
was,
helped the Saints win. Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and
And
it's
look,
just
he look. It takes a lot of humility to make someone to change someone, and his
yeah.
instincts are to be a gunslinger and fling it all over the field. And Sean Payton, in an era where you see Mahomes win MVPs
Mhm.
and everyone foaming out the mouth about Josh Allen because of the throws and plays he's making, and it's all about 400 yards passing and 5 touchdowns and Joe Burrow's stats at LSU, which is why we're going to draft him #1. Like that's in everyone's face, and Sean Payton somehow made the gunslinger of them all, right? Most YOLO of all quarterbacks. He convinced him. He was like, you know what? Forget all that. You're gonna throw for $150, and we're gonna win these games.
Yeah,
Watch us win these games with you throwing for 150 yards.
that's right.
And Jameis bought into it. He has 3 picks this year.
Yeah.
3.
I think it's deserved, and I think I think we should continue on with it. And what I'd like to say is, first of all, Teddy Bridgewater left New Orleans with the respect of every Saints fan for what he did, and I don't know what's going to happen with Jameis. I don't know where his career with the Saints goes. I'm honestly concerned about his career in general. I worry. I don't know. I guess there will be some team out there that will take a chance on him. I don't know whether they're going to be able to get as much out of him as Sean Payton, I think, has gotten out of
Yeah.
him. I think Sean Payton was the right guy for Jameis. I thought the whole situation was perfect for Jameis, and it was good for
It was
Payton.
only gonna get better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and but again, like I was saying, Teddy Bridgewater left New Orleans with the utmost respect. We all loved Teddy. We all respected Teddy in the short amount of time he was here. And if Jameis is gone and he's not here with New Orleans anymore after this season, there's no reason why Jameis doesn't deserve that exact same respect. He did the exact same thing for this team and for the city that Teddy did. So to me, it's the same situation, and there's no reason why either of them should be treated differently. And second of all, Sean Payton mentioned that when he saw Jameis in the locker room after the game, that he cried. We've seen them kind of maybe bickering on the sideline during a game after a play that Jameis makes, and we know Peyton wasn't crazy about the throw he made as he was falling to the ground, and he said it was all up to God. We've seen the love and the hate or whatever, but I mean, I think they genuinely had a good relationship, and I think that this was good for both of them. And again, going back to the post game show, I mean, just even putting Trevor Siemian in position last night or yesterday to win that game, again, I think it shows what a good job Peyton
Well,
had.
the one thing I'll say about the Sean Payton offense and the way he does it is he makes it so, Andrew, quarterbacks really feel invested in it because he goes through the thing they do on Saturday night, which every team does not do, where they sit around and they're like, "Hey, Jameis, these are the plays that we're gonna run. Which ones do you like? Which ones do you not?" And they dot them, and that gives the quarterback a feeling that it isn't just him running Sean Payton's offense, that he's invested in the decision making. And I think Jameis knew how special this chance was. And I just can't imagine what he's feeling to know that this was a place where if he made it work and the Saints could win, he could be the quarterback here for 5, 10 years with a coach like Sean Payton. And these chances, they don't come around a lot. And it's kind of gone for him now. And I know
That's
it.
what's upsetting to me is because I don't know whether he's going to get another chance like this. He was already, I mean, the Saints signed him for nothing 2 years ago or last year, whatever, because I think he already had a perception around the league that he was done. And now he'll be coming off of an ACL, maybe an MCL, whatever injury, and another year older, which he's still not that old, But I genuinely worry that like that was the last time you might ever see Jameis Winston start a game for an NFL team, and that's sad.
I don't agree.
What?
No, I don't buy that.
No,
I have no idea.
But Andrew, he's not going to get as good he'll go somewhere like Washington.
But they won't know what to do with him.
He might be back as a starter with the Saints next year. He might be back as a Saints starter.
Okay, well, and that would be his best opportunity because it's like Ralph said, he'll wind up going to some shitty team who's desperate for a quarterback, and the reason they're desperate for a quarterback is because they don't know what to do with a quarterback and they don't know how to handle a quarterback.
I will say this, financially, it may be that Jameis has a stronger chance to come back as a starter for the Saints next year because of this injury than if he had continued down this path of a 100+ quarterback rating. And let's say the Saints had gone 12-5 and gone to the playoffs, he might have priced himself out of coming back to New Orleans.
I mean, he was probably on schedule for like 30 touchdowns and like 7 picks. Like that's $150 million quarterback somewhere.
I mean, I think he was on pace. Would you say that he was on pace? Not necessarily for his best season statistically, because he's had seasons where he's thrown for tons of yardage and tons of touchdowns. Obviously, that comes with a lot of interceptions usually. But would you say he was on pace statistically for his most efficient season?
100%.
Oh, not even close.
Not even close. And listen, wins are not a quarterback stat, but to everyone it is. The media, fans, because they attach a win-loss record to a quarterback in a way they don't do it to Michael Thomas. They don't do it to Eric McCoy, so.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the Saints Happy Hour. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then find us wherever you get your podcast. And finally, go to saintshappyhour.com and become a patron of the best Saints podcast on earth.